Sometimes the most profound stories, the really epic ones, aren't found in these massive 1,000-page novels. Nope, they're hiding in the most unlikely places. Today, we're going to deconstruct what I think is a modern classic, a complete narrative, a whole journey, told in just 12 powerful words. So our story kicks off with just these two words, oh, stop. Now, that isn't a gentle request, is it? Not at all. It's a cry of desperation, a plea to make some terrible, ongoing situation just end. Right from the get-go, we are thrown smack into the middle of a crisis. The tension is real, and it's immediate. And it leaves you asking one question. What on earth is it that needs to be stopped? And believe it or not, this is it. This is a complete, self-contained epic. We're going to treat this not as some simple little rhyme, but as a serious piece of literature, a microsaga that has a clear beginning, a really dramatic middle, and a truly transcendent end. Okay, so let's break this down using a classic 3-act structure. Welcome to Act 1, The Crisis. The subtitle here is An Existential State of Being. This is where our protagonists have to face the fundamental problem of their very existence. And here we go. This is the core conflict. We are dirty. Notice that word, we. This isn't just one person's problem. It's a shared thing, a communal sickness. And the word dirty, wow, that carries so much weight. It's impurity, contamination, this feeling of being in a fallen state. This is a huge, profound confession about their reality. So this sets up the entire conflict perfectly. You have the before state, which is dirty, and the desired after state, the goal, which is nice. This right here establishes the central journey of our whole narrative. How do they get from this pit of despair to a world of purity? I mean, the stakes just could not be higher. Okay, let's move on to Act 2, the intervention. We're calling this an appeal for salvation. So now that they've identified their crisis, the group starts looking outside of themselves for a solution, for some kind of force that's powerful enough to actually save them. And this is their prayer. So help me, magic pink soap. This isn't just asking for a favor. It's a full-on invocation, a plea to a higher power. And look at the 3 critical parts here. There's the desperate appeal, so help me. There's the supernatural quality of magic. And then there's the very specific named deity, pink soap. Now, the use of that word magic is absolutely key. It's an effect that you just can't explain with science or the normal laws of nature. This tells us we're not dealing with some ordinary soap here. No way. This pink soap is a supernatural agent, a force capable of miraculous transformation. They don't just want to get cleaned, they want to be totally transfigured. And then we get the single, powerful word, together. This is the turning point of the entire story. The magic pink soap, that's the catalyst, right? But the action, the solution, has to be collective. Salvation isn't something you do on your own, it requires unity. This one little word transforms their desperate plea into a real plan of action. So here's the entire journey laid out. Step 1 is the crisis. Oh, stop, we are dirty. Step 2 is the invocation, so help me, magic pink soap. Step 3 is the collective action, together. And all of that leads us, inevitably, right into the final act, the resolution. And so we arrive at Act 3, the resolution, or as we're calling it, a new utopia. The crisis has been faced, the intervention has happened, so what does this new world actually look like? What does it feel like to finally be saved? Well, it begins with just a single word, nice. This is the first taste of their new reality. All that filth is gone, and it's been replaced by this whisper of hope. The transformation has officially begun. Then the experience gets confirmed, nice, nice. That repetition is not an accident. The first nice was a discovery, like, is this real? The second is the confirmation. Yes, it's real. The transformation is holding. This new state of being is becoming stable. And the momentum just keeps building. Nice, nice, nice. Now the feeling is becoming all-encompassing. It's this overwhelming sensory experience. The new reality is solidifying, and it's pushing out any memory of that dirty past. And finally, the climax. Nice, 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 nice. This is it. Total immersion. A state of pure, unadulterated bliss. Repeating it 4 times like that signifies a permanent, unshakable new order. The journey is complete. They've reached their utopia, a state of absolute and eternal nice. So, a simple 12-word rhyme turns out to be a complete epic of crisis, intervention, and salvation. It just goes to show you that powerful stories are absolutely everywhere, often hidden in plain sight. Which leaves us with a pretty cool question to think about. What other epic narratives are we overlooking in the world all around us?